Hello and welcome back to BlackExcellist. In this series, we'll highlight cruises you can take without a passport.
Welcome to BlackExcellist. This is where we celebrate Black excellence, achievement, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you.
It's best to travel with a passport. There are those who simply do not have a passport, others whose passports have expired, or maybe you have children and it would be too cumbersome to go through the process. But luckily, you have options. Thanks to an international agreement called the Western Hemisphere Travel Initiative, U.S. citizens can cruise on certain itineraries within North American countries using government-issued identification, like a valid driver's license and proof of citizenship, like a birth certificate. Under this program, American cruisers aged 16 and older can sail with a government-issued photo ID and a birth certificate. Children 15 and younger can cruise with an official birth certificate. And there is a surprising list of closed-loop destinations to choose from that we will highlight in this video. And keep in mind that a closed-loop cruise is a cruise that begins and ends at the same port in the United States and travels within the Western Hemisphere with at least one foreign port of call. But as always, we highly recommend that you consult with your cruise line to ensure that you are up to date on the latest requirements and regulations. In this BlackExcellist video, we'll show you the cruises you can take without a passport. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. The Caribbean. A cruise to the Caribbean transports you to tropical islands bathed in turquoise waters. If you're yearning to enjoy warm beaches, cool drinks, water sports, or cultural education, year-round Caribbean cruises are ideal vacations for sunseekers looking to spend some time relaxing. Caribbean cruises continue to be the most popular with warm weather all year long. It's easy to cruise without a passport in the Caribbean. Just book one of the many closed-loop round-trip sailings departing from a U.S. port. Most major cruise lines offer sailings that range between 3 and 15 nights from ports. Don't forget that islands such as Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix are U.S. territories. Therefore, visits there never require a passport for U.S. citizens. If you're interested in other islands, please check with your cruise line of choice. Number 2. Bermuda. Bermuda is a British overseas territory lying just shy of 650 miles off the coast of North Carolina. Often mistaken as part of the Caribbean, Bermuda is actually off on its own in the North Atlantic, and its geography and history make it a truly unique island. It possesses picturesque pink beaches with clear blue water and an abundance of coral reefs and marine life. The 21-mile-long island can be easily explored during a port day. Cruisers love its famed Horseshoe Bay Beach, its colorful capital Hamilton, and hundreds of shipwrecks that make it a diver's paradise. Cruising without a passport to Bermuda is pretty easy too. Just hop a cruise ship for a direct route to the island's famous beaches and golf courses. Spring and summer are the prime seasons to visit, but cruises are possible throughout the year. Passport-free cruises to Bermuda include 5 to 10 night sailings from several East Coast ports. Additionally, a number of itineraries include a night on the island, which gives passengers even more time to explore all that Bermuda has to offer. Number 3. The Bahamas. Long known for delightful strands of beach and access to every imaginable form of waterfront under the subtropical sun, the Bahamas is another destination of choice for cruisers seeking an easy and quick vacation without a passport requirement. The fact that it's only 50 miles from Florida and just a day sailing also makes its stunning beaches and crystal clear waters an enticing option. Quick 3 to 5 day hops to the Bahamas bring you white sand beaches and cruise line's private islands at an affordable price. For example, Disney Cruise Line will take you to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay. Carnival has Half Moon Cay, and the Royal Caribbean has an extravagant water park at their private island, Coco Cay. Passport-free options include 3 to 5 night Bahamas cruises sailing round trip on most of the major cruise lines from the eastern Florida ports. A few longer 7 to 15 night itineraries actually stop in the Bahamas on their way into the Caribbean. Number 4. Hawaii. Hawaii is an alluring choice with its lush tropical islands, mountains, and famous beaches that surfers love. Inter-island cruises in Hawaii are a great way to see the incredible beauty of the region. Given the price of accommodations and flights to Hawaii, cruising can offer a cost-effective way to tour many of the Hawaii Islands. From water sports to American history and Hawaiian culture, there's a lot of experience on a Hawaiian cruise. The best part is the ability to hop from island to island, sampling the flavors of each as you go, and doing so without a passport. Closed-loop Hawaii cruises that do not require a passport come in the long cruise variety. The long cruise option consists of a 14 to 18 night round-trip sailings from Western Coast ports, giving you at least 2 weeks to experience the volcanoes, tropical forests, whales, and surfing beaches of Hawaii. The 20-night options include additional stops that will require passports, so do your due diligence on the longer ones. Number 5. Alaska. Cruising to Alaska is one of the easiest ways to experience all that the state has to offer. You'll have opportunities to see glaciers, whales, and wildlife. Eat your fill of local crab legs and salmon, or get out in nature on a kayak, zip line, or hike. While in port, you'll have the opportunity to stroll the streets of charming coastal seaside towns like Ketchikan and Skagway, explore the history of gold mining, marvel at the northern lights, and you can even tour a bear sanctuary. The choices are endless, even for those who don't have a passport. For those dreaming of sailing north to the land of the midnight sun, the months of May through September have the best weather and conditions for cruising. If you're interested in cruising to Alaska without a passport, look for itineraries that begin and end in West Coast ports. The most common length for these closed-loop Alaska cruises operated by the major cruise lines is 7 nights. Number 6. Mexico. Our southern neighbor boasts 2 coastlines of cruise fun. Like most tropical cruise destinations, the most popular draws are the beaches and the ocean. However, cruise ports in Mexico also give you access to ancient Mayan ruins, jeep tours, and an abundance of land and water activities. Mexico's Caribbean and Pacific coasts are both accessible to cruisers who do not hold passports. If you want to visit Mexico's eastern shores, you can find 3 to 15-night cruises to Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Progreso. Western Mexico, often referred to as the Mexican Riviera, includes destinations like Cabo San Lucas and others, where there is an abundance of things to do. The area is famous for its incredible marine life, warm sunny temperatures, delicious authentic food, and rich culture. There are a variety of short and long cruise options, ranging from 3 to 10 nights, that depend on the departing port and the cruise line. Number 7. Canada. Cruises up North America's east coast allow you to take in historical sites of early Americana, stand atop rugged cliffs on the coast of Nova Scotia, or revel in the French culture of Quebec. If your calling card is lobsters, whale spawning, colonial history, or fall colors, all are accessible on itineraries that sail. Mainstream cruise lines operate a number of cruises along the Canadian coast that don't require passports. The majority of these Canada cruises are week-long fall sailings, but a handful depart at other times of the year and can extend up to 10 nights. You'll stop in ports like Halifax, Boston, and St. John, where tourists are welcome and the historic towns are full of charm, classic buildings, cobblestone streets, timeless breweries, and incredible cuisine. Number 8. Belize. With all the heart of a Central American country and all the soul of a Caribbean isle, Belize opens the door to one-of-a-kind exploration. And now you can cruise to Belize without a passport. To discover a blend of blue waters, green mountains, and wooden houses painted in shades of pink, yellow, and orange, discover the magic of a Belize cruise that allows you to dive into the warm Caribbean waters, snorkel along the Belize Barrier Reef, and walk up the ruins of mysterious Mayan towers. Most cruise itineraries to Belize will begin and end in eastern coast ports, and the most common length for these closed-loop cruises is 7 nights. Belize is often packaged in the Caribbean itineraries for the popular cruise lines and can include up to 5 port stops like Key West, Honduras, Cozumel, Mexico, Grand Cayman Islands, and the Bahamas. Number 9. Costa Rica. Even if you don't have a passport, you can cruise to Costa Rica to discover why the locals have been called the happiest people in the world. Costa Rica's abundant ecotourism treasures await when you aboard your cruise. What makes Costa Rica a top spot for eco-adventures is that here you can soar above the rainforest, feel the mist from tumbling waterfalls, and swim in clear Caribbean seas. Most cruise itineraries to Costa Rica will begin and end in eastern coast ports, and the most common length for these closed-loop cruises is 7 nights. Costa Rica is often packaged in the Caribbean itineraries for the popular cruise lines, and can include multiple port stops like Cozumel, Mexico, Belize, and the Panama Canal. And number 10, Honduras. Honduras' diverse blend of cultures and traditions is enough to charm anyone. But its mangrove forests, dense jungles, and swaths of white sand beaches will make you want to stay forever. Divers and snorkelers from all over the globe flock to Honduras to see the world's second largest barrier reef firsthand. If it's culture you crave, the island's unique and vibrant blend is more than satisfying, and it's accessible via a closed-loop cruise that doesn't require a passport. Most cruise itineraries to Honduras will begin and end in East Coast ports, and the most common length for these closed-loop cruises is 7 nights. Honduras is often packaged in the Caribbean itineraries for the popular cruise lines, and can include up to 5 port stops like Key West, Belize, Cozumel, Mexico, Grand Cayman Islands, and the Bahamas.
We appreciate the fact that you stayed until the end. Thank you for spending time with us, and don't forget to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video. Bye for now. We will see you tomorrow.
Like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because